Welcome back to the SA Sports Show, and we are at Mount Barker at Carl's Jr., the major sponsor of the Adelaide Hills Rugby Club, and we're lucky enough to have one of the coaches from the rugby club in Gav Brace. G'day Gav, how are you?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Good. Now, just read a little bit of your bio. Originally from Wales.
That's right.
Played junior rugby union, I reckon, at the age of 5. Can you just give us a bit of a rundown of how that started?
Yeah, so it was down to my big brother really. He was captain of the local team, so I just got involved playing junior stuff and just enjoyed it that much. Carried on going until the age of 17.
Okay.
Before the seniors.
Before we go into that 17, was rugby all you did? Did you play in other sports?
I did a couple of martial arts things, bit of soccer was the only thing around there, but I kept going back to rugby. It was the only thing I really enjoyed. Okay, and obviously growing up back in Wales, it probably would have been the rough time, and maybe, I don't know what part of Wales you lived in, but it was probably pretty rough and had to probably look after yourself a little bit, I have no doubt. Oh, save the usual schoolyard stuff, but being part of the local rugby club, we had obviously kids a lot bigger than me, and they looked after us.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Obviously from an AFL background, you don't have to be really massive these days to play, and you sort of, when you watch, you think the guys are actually a lot larger than what they really are than they are on TV. And looking at you, you're not a massive man, so what position did you play?
I played at scrum half, so I just kept out the way of the big fellas and antagonised them a little bit, and let the big fellas look after me.
So you're fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, let's go to, say, 17. You joined the military?
Yeah.
What was the reason behind that? Just
so with a lot of unemployment where I was from, so it was, so it's something to get work and get away from the area and say employment and seeing the world.
Okay.
Which I did.
Yeah, right. So, and I did read. So you went from union. Then you went to rugby when you joined the military? Was it still union?
I was still playing rugby union up until probably about 2000, and then where I was stationed, there was a load of rugby league guys came in, so we decided to put a team in the military tournament, and first season ended up winning the cup.
Yeah, okay. And I see that you actually represented a few rep sides. So that's what when you say representative sides, what were they?
Yeah, when I started at the age of 17, it was the Colts, which was the military Colts. We played inter-services, Army, Air Force and Navy.
Yeah, right.
I played against other sides. Ended up playing against New Zealand Baby Blacks at one point.
Yeah, right.
Some of the commands I played for, Strike Command, Support Command. So it was more military stuff, really.
Okay. Did you suffer any bad injuries playing?
I've been plagued with knee injuries, but luckily 2 bits of surgery, arthroscopies, but nothing drastic.
Yep. Then you moved to Australia, 2012?
That's right, yeah.
Was that straight here to Mount Barker, or? Yeah,
I've been living up here for the last six and a bit years. So then the closest rugby really was going to be Burnside.
Okay.
And about 18 months ago, the NRL put an advert in the local paper saying they were looking at branching out up here.
Okay.
They just wanted people to get involved.
Right, so you just put your hand up and thought, well, I want to be involved in this. Obviously, your background's been rugby, and you're obviously a very community man.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic place to live and work. So
yeah, sure. And so Adelaide Hills Tigers, how are they going and how do they start?
As I say, about 18 months ago, the NRL put this advert in the paper. We set up a bit of committee. We merged with, at the time, Mitchell Park Tigers. They formed the senior club. We provided all the juniors. So we got, I think it was about 25 to 30 locals from anything from age 5 up to 16.
Okay.
Males and females.
How did you go recruiting those kids? Did you go to schools or?
Yeah, NRL development officers have been coming around, so they've got local tag and tackle tournaments going on, so we just followed them around the schools, and we put some adverts out and had a come and try day, and luckily loads of youngsters turned up. Yeah,
right. Obviously, your major sponsor, Carl's Jr., they're obviously very handy because you have to buy equipment and all those sorts of things.
Absolutely.
How does that go with your fundraising and what do you do for that side of it?
Invaluable for, certainly paying out the NRL subscription fees, our licence and things like that. It's helped us out doing that.
Sure. And what about the talent that you have in there from under 12s, you said, to 16s?
Yeah, I'd say under 6 through to under 16s. There's some fantastic youngsters. Some have never touched the rugby ball. There's obviously a big AFL background up here.
Sure. I believe we're going to talk to a couple a bit later. So with your involvement there, do you see some of the kids that have a lot of talent that you think could maybe go on to the next level, like either, I suppose, the state leagues, then also onto NRL?
Absolutely. I mean, we've got a few youngsters that got picked up in the first season for state. We had, I think it was 5 state reps in the first season.
Yeah, wow.
A couple more this season as well.
Is that a bit unique, or is it just?
I'm not knowing the system so well over here, but I was really delighted. Genuinely surprised how quick some of the youngsters developed.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, a lot of natural ability.
I come from an AFL background. What are the rules of rugby? Like, are they allowed to do tackling and stuff at a young age, or is it full on from the start?
Yeah, absolutely. They've started from last year. We do full contact. It's obviously very guided for the youngsters.
Sure.
Our under 6s, for example, they'll be lined up, given the ball, and get a chance to run at the opposition.
Yeah, okay.
And they love it.
Look, it's awesome. I think that's the way it should be when you're starting that sport. I think whatever you're taught as a young age, it should stay with you all the way right through. I think the problem that we have in the AFL system is that they've changed the rules so much from juniors to the next level, then to the next level. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah, to me, I think the NRL have made quite good idea with the junior stuff. It's obviously very safe, but the tackling techniques taught right from day one.
Sure. And how is the club actually going? Are you winning?
Yeah. Say that we split up into school terms. So the last school term we had, our grand final day, our under 14s actually beat the last year's reigning premiers, the Roosters.
Yeah, right.
So it's the first time we've been beaten this year.
Oh, that's good.
The other age groups all going well.
It's excellent. With the kids playing rugby, these days a lot of sports to choose from. There's basketball, soccer, footy. What retention? Are you keeping the kids, or are they sort of?
Yeah, we certainly built on last season. We've got 1 or 2 that have gone off to play other sports, or were playing 2 sports. I'd certainly never discourage anybody from playing more than 1 sport.
Sure.
Yeah, we've certainly built on the numbers from last year.
What days? Saturday, Sunday?
We play on Sundays. We train on Wednesdays normally, but the match days are Sundays.
Okay.
So there's no conflict with AFL, things like that.
Sure. And what would you like to see happen now with your involvement from 18 months ago? Where would you like to see it go, and what's your ideal future look like?
My dream for up here would be to get a rugby club that we could have rugby unions played on a Saturday, rugby league played on a Sunday. We believe what's happening in the NRL and NRL Touch, we're going to be merging.
Yep.
So there's the facility there to play 12 months of the year. But I'd love to see a rugby club up here that we could play Union Saturday, league on a Sunday.
Yeah, okay. And you think it's going to have the support here in South Australia to do that?
I think from what's happening, we've had the come and tries, and recently Rugby Union had David Campese up here, and there was close on 80 kids came up.
Oh, that's good.
So I think the backing will be there.
Oh, excellent. It's great to see someone with your passion be involved and start something like this. I think it's what all kids need, and it's a good thing to get them off the streets and get them enjoying sport, and sporting clubs are fantastic. So thanks very much for coming on the show, Gavin. I hope it all goes well for you for the rest of the year.
No, thanks very much.
Thank you.